Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into a controversial topic, the top 10 corrupt politicians in South Africa. Stay tuned to find out who made the list and why. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Today we're going deep into the heart of Mzansi, and trust me, things are about to get spicy. We're talking about the top 10 most corrupt politicians in South Africa. You know, those folks who campaigned on promises, swore oaths on the Bible, and then decided the only thing thicker than a South African accent is their wallet after a little skimming off the top. Now, this isn't just about pointing fingers and laughing. Okay, maybe a little bit of laughing, but it's about understanding how these scandals affect everyday South Africans. Because while these politicians are living large, someone's got to pay for those luxury cars and overseas vacations, right? So buckle up, grab your vuvuzelas, but use them responsibly, yeah? And get ready for some shocking revelations, jaw-dropping stories, and maybe even a little bit of head-scratching. Let's dive into the world of South African politics, where the stakes are high, the scandals are juicy, and the truth is often stranger than fiction. Jacob Zuma, or as he's affectionately known, Ubaba. This former president is a walking, talking corruption case study. We're talking about a man who faced over 700 charges of corruption, fraud, racketeering, you name it, he was accused of it. His most infamous scandal? The Gupta family and their alleged capture of the state. Imagine a family, close friends with the president, influencing government appointments, scoring lucrative contracts, basically running the country like their own personal piggy bank. And the kicker? Zuma always seemed to slip through the cracks. He'd dodge accountability like a seasoned chess player, leaving South Africans wondering if he had a secret stash of get-out-of-jail-free cards. But hey, at least he gave us some good dance moves, right? Because when you're facing that many allegations, sometimes all you can do is laugh or dance. Next up, we have Julius Malema, the man who could start a revolution with one fiery speech. He's charismatic, he's controversial, and some might say he's a little too comfortable with other people's money. From his early days in the ANC Youth League, Malema was no stranger to lavish spending and questionable financial dealings. Remember those red overalls? Turns out funding a fashion revolution doesn't come cheap, and then there's the whole tax evasion issue. You see, even revolutionaries have to pay taxes. It's like the one rule they can't overthrow. But hey, at least he's consistently finding himself in hot water, that is. Love him or hate him, you can't deny that Malema keeps things interesting. He's a constant reminder that in South African politics, the line between revolution and personal gain can get awfully blurry. Ace Magashule, the former premier of the Free State, takes the number 8 spot. His claim to fame? An asbestos audit scheme so audacious it would make even the most seasoned crook blush. Imagine this. A project meant to remove dangerous asbestos roofing from homes, a project worth millions, ends up being a colossal failure with little to no work actually done. Where did the money go? Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Magashule has been charged with corruption, fraud, money laundering, the whole shebang. He denies any wrongdoing, of course, but the evidence seems to be piling up faster than asbestos in a poorly managed government project. Chapter 4, Number 7, Bathabile Dlamini, the Social Grant Saga. Bathabile Dlamini, former Minister of Social Development, takes the stage next. Her story is a masterclass in how to mishandle a crisis, and trust me, this one's a doozy. Imagine millions of South Africa's most vulnerable citizens relying on social grants to survive. Now imagine the government almost failing to pay those grants because of incompetence, mismanagement, and alleged corruption. That's right, Dlamini oversaw a period of chaos and uncertainty that left millions fearing for their livelihoods. She was found to have lied under oath, held in contempt of court, and even accused of trying to influence the awarding of contracts. It's enough to make you question if anyone was actually looking out for the people. Chapter 5, Number 6, Mzabensi Zwane, the Gupta's go-to guy? Mzabensi Zwane, former Minister of Mineral Resources, makes our list at number 6. Remember those Guptas we talked about earlier? Well, Zwane is allegedly their best friend forever. He's accused of using his position to benefit the Guptas, allegedly helping them to buy a coal mine from Glencore under questionable circumstances. We're talking about billions of rands potentially changing hands, all while Zwane played the role of the helpful government official. Zwane has denied any wrongdoing, but the allegations against him paint a picture of a man willing to bend the rules and maybe even break a few to please his powerful friends. Chapter 6, Number 5, Nomvula Mokognani, the Water and Sanitation Debacle. Nomvula Mokognani, former Minister of Water and Sanitation, takes the number 5 spot. Her tenure was plagued by accusations of mismanagement, overspending, and good old-fashioned corruption. We're talking about a department that spent billions of rands on consultants, yet somehow couldn't provide clean water to many communities. Mokognani was accused of turning a blind eye to dodgy contracts and enriching herself and her cronies. She's always maintained her innocence, but the stench of corruption seems to follow her wherever she goes. It's enough to make you want to invest in a really good water filter. Chapter 7, Number 4, Medupi Gigaba, the Minister of Mishaps. Medupi Gigaba, former Minister of Home Affairs, Finance and Public Enterprises, takes the number 4 spot. This man has held more cabinet positions than some people have had hot dinners, and yet scandal seems to follow him wherever he goes. From allegedly granting citizenship to the Guptas to being implicated in the state capture inquiry, Gigaba's career is a cautionary tale of what happens when ambition outweighs integrity. He's currently lying low, but something tells me we haven't heard the last of Medupi Gigaba. After all, in South African politics, retirement is often just a temporary break from the spotlight. Chapter 8, Number 3, Brian Molefe, the Medupi Millions man. Brian Molefe, former CEO of Eskom, comes in at number 3. His name is synonymous with the disastrous Medupi Power Station project, a monument to corruption and mismanagement. We're talking about billions of rands in cost overruns, delays and allegations of kickbacks that would make your head spin. Molefe was accused of being a key player in this whole mess, allegedly using his position to enrich himself and his allies. He's denied any wrongdoing, of course, but the evidence against him is pretty damning. It's enough to make you want to invest in a generator, just in case the lights go out again. Chapter 9, Number 2, Hlaudi Motsoeneng, the no qualifications needed broadcaster. Hlaudi Motsoeneng, former COO of the SABC, takes the number 2 spot. This man is a one-man show of how to destroy a public broadcaster from the inside out. Imagine appointing someone with questionable qualifications to head up a major media organization. Now imagine that person implementing policies that stifle free speech, promote propaganda, and cost the broadcaster millions in lost revenue. That's Hlaudi Motsoeneng in a nutshell. He was eventually fired, but not before causing irreparable damage to the SABC's reputation and finances. It's a reminder that sometimes the biggest threat to democracy comes from within. Chapter 10, Number 1, Tony Yengeni, the OG of corruption. And finally, at number 1, we have Tony Yengeni, the OG of South African corruption. This man is a legend in the game, having been convicted of fraud all the way back in 2003 for his role in the arms deal scandal. We're talking about billions of rands in arms deals, allegations of bribery, kickbacks, and political influence peddling on a grand scale. Yengeni's conviction sent shockwaves through South Africa, but it also set the stage for a culture of impunity that continues to this day. He may be out of the spotlight now, but Tony Yengeni's legacy looms large over South African politics. He's a reminder that corruption is deeply entrenched in the country's DNA, and that rooting it out will require a monumental effort. So there you have it, folks. The top 10 most corrupt politicians in South Africa. It's a depressing list, to be sure. But it's important to remember that these individuals don't represent all South Africans. There are countless honest, hard-working people in this country who are fighting for a better future. It's up to all of us to hold our leaders accountable, to demand transparency and integrity, and to create a South Africa where corruption is not the norm, but the exception. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. Let us know in the comments who you think should have made the list. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and stay hopeful.